Here in Quebec, no one has died yet, but the anguish, the stress is being more and more widespread right now amongst all the inmates.
Over 100 inmates in Quebec federal prisons have tested positive for coronavirus. Now, some say the federal and provincial government didn't do enough to prevent the spread of the virus, even after being warned.
As soon as we understood what exactly was going on with the pandemic, we sent letters to both federal and provincial jurisdictions. A lot of different people of different background being kept in closed settings could lead to contagion and to obviously the spread of the virus that at that moment no one knew a lot about.
Sylvie Bourdelet from the Ligue des Droits et Libertés says authorities have been slow to implement social distancing measures and ensure employees use protective gear. Also, questions are being raised if inmates and employees both were tested enough. According to the latest numbers from Correctional Service Canada, 120 inmates at 3 federal institutions in Quebec have tested positive for COVID-19. Jeff Wilkins from the Union of Canadian Correctional Officers says while some measures have been implemented, they aren't always well enforced.
Inmates are congregating with one another in the outside yard for recreation purposes. And in our communities, we see, if I live in Nova Scotia and if I was to, congregate with a group of 5 or more, I could be fined. But of course, in the institutions, that's not yet happened.
A proposed class action lawsuit filed by an inmate who contracted COVID-19 claims federal authorities failed to handle the pandemic in its prisons in Quebec. Quebec's Public Security Ministry did not respond in time to our request for comment, but Correctional Service Canada told us strict cleaning protocols have been put in place in federal institutions. They say all CSC workers are subject to active screening when reporting to work and are provided masks. Additionally, we continue to educate staff and offenders around prevention and the spread of illness, including the importance of good hygiene practices through posters, fact sheets, and ongoing written and verbal communication. While no cases have been recorded in province-run jails, Wilkins believes authorities need to prepare.
We go to work every day and we think, what if this happened or what if that happened? And of course, it's those questions that need answers to lower anxiety. And I can tell you right now that there's a lot of those questions that are remaining unanswered for our membership across the country.
In Montreal, Sharon Yonan-Renold, City News.